Assessment review. Today is Wednesday, February 18th, and it's just after 5 p.m. Just wanted to remind everybody that these meetings are recorded and are live on YouTube, and you can obviously view them live and or at a later date. And with that, I'll take a roll call. My name is Joe Saya.
Sue Straub.
William Eppolito.
And Bill Ryan was going to be absent yesterday and today. Okay, that sounds good. First, property 207 Parish Lane. Good evening, how are you?
Hey, everybody. Come on up, Tracy. You're in public.
Yes, you definitely get a choice. If you are going to, it'd be good to allow us to swear you in, for lack of a better word, but, and then you'll be set if you do want to say something. Okay? But you certainly don't have to. It sounds like you're represented by Mr. Franklin. Okay. All right. So whenever both of you are ready, if you can raise your right hands, and Ann, if you will, raise yours as well. Okay. State your name for the record. Okay.
Michael Franklin.
Ann Gallagher.
Okay. Do you affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
I do.
I do.
Okay, very good. All right, so let me just read in this, this property here. I just want to confirm some assessment information, and then I'll turn it over to you.
Mr. Gallagher.
Okay, so is this a single family? Okay. Single family, current tentative assessed value $92,000 with a land value of $16,900. Okay. That would be an equatable market value based on the assessment of $176,923. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $150,000, and that would be an assessed value of $78,000. Just check. Okay, and then let me just see if I can pick anything out of the application. Okay, and then you're Tracy Politis.
Yes, I'm divorced. I turned in my divorce decree.
Yeah, okay, all right, no problem. I assumed you were the same person, of course, so no worries. Okay, Mr. Franklin, I'll turn it over to you.
Tracy bought this house in 2003 for $64,000.
Okay, I see that.
There's been no improvements, no renovations.
Okay,
That is the house. The top picture is this house. I'll first contest that the condition, or the grade says average per the New York State Assessor's Manual. It's economy. I think you can look at it. It's economy grade. So they have the grade as classified.
What is the grade?
It's average. It's average, yeah. And
Average.
it's clearly an economy grade house per the New York State Assessor's Manual. I didn't bring a copy of the New York State Assessor's Manual. It's obviously online. Every time I bring it, nobody reads it anyway, so trust me, it's misclassified.
What are some of the characteristics of economy?
Just basic grade construction as opposed to, more elaborate kitchen, more elaborate bathrooms. It's just basic construction.
It's not updated, I think he's trying to say.
No, we're talking about the construction grade at the moment.
Okay.
But anyway, I mean, you just, common sense, you look at the picture, it's economy grade. Not a big deal as far as my argument is concerned, but it is misclassified. I mean, the assessment was done in 1996, so it's not surprising that the inventory is, but the thing is, the inventory hasn't changed since 1996, quite literally. So the gist of the argument is, this is the smallest house on the block, but it's the highest assessed block on the house on the block. And like I said, she paid $64 for it in 2003. Since then, she's done a roof. That's it. No improvements, no renovations.
Do you have any pictures of the inside?
I do not have pictures of the inside. I do not provide pictures of the inside. I know there's been a bone of contention with this. You think that I'm unqualified and unprepared because I don't go in people's houses. I assess properties based in the same manner that the assessor does from the street, because I don't want to invade their privacy, and it becomes a security issue, because if I submit that to you, it becomes public record, and the interior of her house is not public record. It's none of the people's business.
Okay.
So
And if we thought that the assessor should take a walk through just to confirm the non-updated condition?
it'd be a cold day in hell for me to get in my house, but that's up to her. I advise her against it because that creates an unequal situation or a selective assessment, because you didn't.
No, we do that. We do
Well,
that.
did you go in each of these comps' houses?
No, but we go through houses that
But for
I actually
purposes-
have personally when we request, the
You
people
shouldn't
let
even
us.
ask, because this isn't Russia, for God's sake. The government's cost accounting issues don't supersede.
You didn't bring
people's-
any pictures, so we just
constitution.
want to confirm possibly that it is in the condition that you say it is.
Well, I'm not challenging the condition. I'm challenging the grade.
Fine. She said that it is not updated as far as the condition is concerned. So we may want to confirm that on a walkthrough.
Okay,
But
no.
neither here nor
the
there.
only, I would advise her to never let you in any of my
Okay.
clients' houses.
That's fine.
If you hold that against them,
No, we
we'll end up in court every time.
We won't hold it against the petitioner. We just won't know for sure
You do it from
how
you do it from
unupdated the
you do it-
property
It's
is.
just inappropriate, you know? But anyway, and speaking of which,
How do you think an appraiser does an appraisal?
because the property owner gives them permission to go in the house.
Okay,
And a bank appraisal is done for the bank, and it's done for, it's done for the bank.
generally for the bank,
It's
but
for the bank. So
the
it says
buyer
right in the
pays for
appraisal,
it.
only the appraiser can use it, owns it. Only the bank owns it. It's not for assessment purposes.
Sure, that's
Okay.
fine. I'm just saying that how does the appraiser
But
get
if the
into
property
the
owner wants to
property?
submit it for their own purposes, they could.
Yes,
they
but
don't.
I'm not looking for the appraisal. What I'm saying is the appraiser goes into the property to do an appraisal.
But it's a private thing between the bank and the person, because the bank has a financial interest in it. So the people don't let them in the house in that instance, they don't get the money for the mortgage. Okay? But this is a government issue.
All right.
But also, I foiled the comparable sales report and comparable assessment report and the cost valuation report for this property and for each of these comparables. I would have liked to have had their comparable sales report so that we could talk about the same data. I talked downstairs to the assessor, and they said that they gave the law department the data 3 weeks ago, and they haven't provided it. I went across the hall tonight and asked them where the data is. And they told me They have 19 days left to give it to me. You know, when it takes 2 minutes to run these reports, that's what got us in the lawsuit the last time. And I prevailed because Public Officers Law 87.2G says that if they have the ability to provide the data from a database readily, they have to do that. And the assessor told me today that the law department told them that they're only to give me what they provide at the hearing. That is violation of New York state law. And if I don't get my data, if they were 1 day late, I'm going to sue, but this time you'll be in contempt of court because we've already been through this once. So we
fair
could have
enough.
had a more productive discussion here if the assessor provided me the data, behaved in an upfront manner, and was transparent about what they're doing. They're hiding something. In this case, they're hiding the fact that they haven't done an assessment since 1996. And so what happened here, what transpired, is that the assessment was established in 96. Then they changed it for some unknown reason in 2017. And then they changed it again in 22, a 20% increase in 2022 with no improvements, no revaluation, okay?
Do you
Now-
think the market went up from 96 to
We'll talk-
2017?
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Okay,
But, you know, so this is 207 Parish Lane. With you guys previously, we had cases in 209 last year and 202 the previous year for that. You denied me in both cases. I took it to SCAR and I won both cases. The difference is that the hearing officer recognized that he violated welcome stranger. It's clear. Apparently, you guys don't recognize that. This is not a welcome stranger case because the property didn't sell. But in 2022, those two sales, they used that against her, they added her 20%. 20%. And so if you recall, the first time we did 202 Parish Lane, Syracuse.com had a map of all the properties. 1 block away, they didn't do anything. The next block up, nothing. In this one, they had 5, 10, 20. So they stuck her with 20. The smallest house is assessed for the most because they grabbed it for 20%. So her assessment, although technically not illegal like the previous two were, it was based. In other words, Ed Fohl saw the two sales. He illegally assessed those properties and took those and applied it to this. It's improper. It's improper. You need to do a revaluation. That's the bottom line. And hopefully at some point you'll get to it. So
let me just ask you a quick question. You obviously are familiar with real estate. Do you believe that property values have increased from 1996 to 2017 and now today? Do you believe that?
I think that you're being disingenuous.
No,
Obviously-
I'm
obviously
trying
you're
to,
not
no, you're saying
You're
that.
patronizing me.
You're saying that the property was increased in value 20% from 1996
From
to 2000.
2022, it was 64,000 in 2003.
Let's go back to 96. What was it assessed at?
Well, it's 71,900.
All right,
I don't know
So
what the
then-
equalization rate was then.
right. So it was assessed for 71,000 back in 96, and then it was never increased until 2017.
The
right.
assessment,
The
but the fair market value obviously went up
Oh,
because of the equalization rate.
okay.
The assessment should not increase unless there's been an improvement or a revaluation, neither of which was done.
Well, the city hasn't done a revaluation, and we're all in agreement that that should be done sooner rather than later. But regardless, there's no question that property values in the city of Syracuse have increased from 1996 to 2017, from 2017 to 2025, 26, and it's indisputable.
Right, but you need to abide by the law. And Ed Fohl did not abide by the law.
Okay. Okay,
But I provided this here, and
Yep.
it talks about two things. One is the comparable sales, which there are two. You know, they go into different neighborhoods, and on their comparable sales report, 3 of their 5 assessments are in different neighborhoods. And they're a different classification.
Well, an
So-
appraiser uses within a half a mile radius, and then if they can't find anything, then it's a mile radius.
Yeah,
and-
but the neighborhood, the immediate neighborhood is the best indication. So I review the sales comparison. So for example, 202 is assessed for 86,000. This is assessed for 92. It's substantially bigger, you know, and I address that in here. You can read that. And then 209, same thing, substantially, has a finished rec room, this doesn't, more square footage, you know, so on and so forth.
All right,
I address that.
give me 1 second here. Let me go on to the city and see if we have anything.
I'm going to give you,
Just one more quick thing. And then I go through the comparable assessments. So I pick other houses. I went up and down the street and I looked at, some of them are double the size of hers. So I just picked out the ones that are closer to hers. And I made an adjustment, like an appraisal in this thing. So you can see where my adjustments came from. But if you just eyeball the first one, and you compare it to the second one, you know, and the third one, if you just look at it, common sense is there should be an adjustment. Those should not be assessed for less than hers. They should be more than hers, but they're less.
We'll definitely take a close look at what you provided. Is it correct that this is the highest assessed property
I
on the
don't have
street?
that information.
Can I
Okay.
just add something? My
Yeah,
taxes
sure.
a year are $6,000.
It's not relevant. It's not relevant.
Okay,
Okay.
point taken. Let me take a
I'm going to
peek at
give you
this.
the same comparable sales to
That-
prove the
that you
value
have, yep.
that he has, yes.
Okay, very good. I know we're over, but I want to finish this. Yep, okay.
You know, Ed made some mistakes, and now, you know, she's paying for Ed's mistake.
All right, well, let's try to, understood, but let's try to move forward and see if, you know, we can continue to try to do the right thing.
I would just like to see, when I ask for comparable sales report, comparable assessment report, I'm gonna ask for cost valuation report for this property, and the cost valuation for each of those comps. And if they give that to me, it only takes a few minutes for them to do. We can have an app, this could be a much simpler, much quicker thing. But it's also a customer service issue. You know, she pays a lot of money, spend 3 minutes running a report, is it too difficult? You know, why do you treat taxpayers this way? You know, they're your customer, don't treat, and I haven't had any dealings with you. You know, so I didn't know you were on this case, but,
Does it matter?
well, I foiled it, and they held the
But how,
data.
just one question. How come we don't get to see your information in advance?
Because it's the law.
Oh, okay, thank you.
But the
Enough
thing
of
is, you know, I would
We're
be-
done.
hey,
This
hey,
is-
Let me put it this way, if you give me yours, I'll give you mine, I promise. I promise.
All right,
I'm 100% into doing this transparently, both at Bar and at SCAR. You give me your data, you know, like a week ahead, I'll give you mine, for sure, I promise.
okay. So we're well over time, so we've got to call it at this point, but we'll take everything that you submitted and everything that the city submitted, and we'll make a decision, and then the city will send you a notice first week of April.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much for coming in, both of you.
'87 2G, public officers law, '87 2G, you gotta read it up. Echo versus Nassau County is the prevailing case law on the matter. There's no doubt I'm entitled to that data. 5 days to acknowledge, 20 days to provide it. Going out a month and a half is not gonna cut it, because it only takes 2 minutes to run that report. You have no justification for doing it. And by the
All right.
way, if you intentionally delay it,
Let's go
it is
with
a crime.
101
It is literally a crime. Someone
Avondale.
was prosecuted, Syracuse Springs. It is a crime. So, yeah, it's not, it's a violation. It's not a misdemeanor. But you end up paying your own attorney's fees.
How are you?
If you're responsible for
Good
it.
evening. Good. You're here for 101 Avondale Place.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm from Korean Church of Syracuse.
Okay, hold that thought. Let me swear you in. If you can raise your right hand, state your name for the record.
Dong-hoon Ryu.
You affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability? Okay, very good. Let me just, let me read in some information, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
So this is 101 Avondale Place and Greenwood Place.
This is an exemption issue.
This is an exemption, full exemption?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have church mission building, Bible study, fellowship, et cetera. I will just read in the number information that I have, because that could be important at some point. So I have a current tentative assessed value of 115,000. That's a current tentative assessed value of 115,000 with a land value of 14,200. And that would be an equatable market value of $221,154. And you are looking for a full exemption. Before I turn it over to you, Ann, was this exempt? This was exempt, and now it's denied currently. And so let me turn it over to you, and you tell me what the situation is.
The first thing is that actually we just want to know the reason of the denial for that one. So we got the same time like 10 years ago, and we appeal again and we have to state us back.
It's for sale though, right?
Oh yeah, that's what I.
But are
thought.
you using it? Because it doesn't, there wasn't any water being used.
Oh yeah, because we are using it, but not every day.
Okay, well, how often are you using it?
So I visit every day for the maintenance issues.
You what?
It's maintenance and something like that.
So you visit it every day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm the facility management in the church.
Okay, and you do a walkthrough?
Yeah, to walk through, and then we have some fellowship at the weekend, so we bring the food, and
And how often is that?
that's almost every week.
That's every week?
Yeah.
And if the people have to go to the bathroom, what do they do?
Oh, they use the bathroom, but
Well, is their water off or is it on?
it's not off. It's working.
Okay, it's working, it's just very little usage.
Yeah. That's what I. And that property is on the sale because we want to buy another property in North Side for the refugee ministry. So we got approval from Attorney General and then board of the PCUSA. So actually, the Attorney General approved that sales in November 2025, but in January, the buyer requested delayed closing until April, the end of April. So actually, the closing should be in January, but because due to the request from the buyer, our board session just approved it, and we told them we're gonna wait until April. So that means like we are still using it for the church.
And when, if I can ask, you don't, it's none of my business, but are you selling to an individual or another not-for-profit?
Individual.
So it won't be a meeting house or a church or anything, it'll be a,
After closing, yeah, the individual is fine.
like, okay, it's okay. As long as there was a small amount of water usage after I had, because I just looked it up. So there wasn't any water being used, but now there is.
Yeah,
So,
because before we put on the market the properties, yes, we use a lot. But after the market, so
you thought you were
just,
going to
we
close,
just,
right?
They reduce them using for the
Okay.
buyer.
Yeah, it's okay,
And
it's
that's
okay,
fine. We just
especially if
wanna
it's
make
going to
sure
be,
it's being used, right, for the purposes.
right.
Okay, yeah, for the reference, yeah, I can bring this, I can send this, submit this for the, like, delaying closing thing.
Okay. So, this Mr. Park is the
He's the
purchaser?
buyer, yeah.
He's the buyer? What's he gonna do with the property?
I heard he's gonna use that property for the investments, the rental property.
Okay, rental? Okay. Is it a two-family?
No, it's one,
One
There's
family?
one single family.
One family, yeah, it's a good-sized house.
yeah.
You want to see? Okay, this is good. Thank you for supplying this. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, no, that's fine. No, good-sized house for sure, and That's up in your neighborhood, I think.
No.
No?
No, it's up off of West, like around, right off of Westcott Street.
Oh, okay, Avondale,
Avondale.
okay. Okay, anything else you want to know?
No, I'm also, as long as he says he's using it, plus if it closes in April, it'll be taxable anyway, so.
Right, exactly. How does that work? Now, this would, if the exemption would, what?
Would
Be
come off.
retro? Or would
And
come
then-
off, period?
And then the new owner would get a prorated, an omitted tax on his bill. If we can catch it in time, we would try to correct the bill, but yes.
Okay.
So,
Depending on the closing,
yeah.
okay.
So
You,
we paid the first exemption tax.
Yeah, so this wouldn't,
In January?
if you weren't selling it, this isn't gonna start till July anyways. So if your closing's in April, you're all set.
right,
This for the 2026 and 2027 tax
Right.
period?
Yes.
that's right,
Oh,
that's right. City and school for 26 to 27 mid.
we
And then-
thought this is just.
Like
beginning of this
immediately,
year.
yeah, no, you're,
That's
yeah,
why we.
Right, so there would be no effect for you in effect,
Basically, yes.
period?
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
Thank you.
yes.
okay.
Okay, so let me just make a note here. And so it sounds like, Ann, you're in agreement.
Yeah,
Okay, and that's a full exemption.
yes.
Okay, okay, you're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good night. She-
Okay. Okay. You can have a seat right up here if you like. Yes. How are you? Good. So this is 2706 Midland Avenue. Okay. Okay, so let me swear you in if I could. If you could raise your right hand, state your name for the record.
Name?
Yes.
Ahmad Ali.
Do you affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability? Okay, very good. So 2706 Midland Avenue, this is a one-family rental, is what I have down here. And I have a current tentative assessed value of $43,000 with a land value of $4,900. That would be a full market value of $82,692.
You mean that's how much the house is worth?
That's per the assessed value, that's a figure that we think is the full market value. Yes, the city, that's what the city feels, but I'll give you a chance to discuss that. You believe that the property is worth $73,000, which would be an assessed value of $37,960. So,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that'd be great, thank you.
Okay.
so it looks like you paid $42,000 cash deal. When was that purchase?
I'm not sure when exactly, but 2020 was
2020.
2020, okay. Okay, cash deal. Okay, and all I have is the application in here, so, what, this is a one-family rental. What do you rent the property for? How much?
900 a month.
900 a month? And that person pays the utilities and all that? Okay, so it's rented for 900 a month. And what size is the property? How many bedrooms, baths?
4 bedrooms.
How ba-
4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms,
Yeah.
1 bath?
Yeah, 4 bedrooms, 1 bathroom.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And so, anything else you can tell us about the property, deferred maintenance, what, condition?
Well, to be honest with you, you know, this is my first time, you know, to sit with you. I never been like, you know, this is my first time to talk about the tax.
Okay.
And
Is that something that you want to
I mean,
submit?
I mean, the paper here, it just, you know, it shows it just went up like about 5,000. The tax it just went up about 5,000.
Okay,
I'm not asking you know to go like lower or just keep it as is. You know, that's what I feel that's fair. You know, keep the house as is. You know, don't go more. You know, don't go less.
okay. 43,000 in 2020, and you feel it's worth 73,000, which, okay, 57.5. What's full market value on 38,000? Oh, is that?
It's 37,960.
That's right, okay, I gotcha. Okay, so basically you're looking for it to stay where it was.
Just keep it like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not asking for lower.
Okay,
I'm going to submit, it was raised 5,000. Believe it or not, there are comps within a block of this property. This is 2706. 2506 just sold, well, it not just sold, but it sold for 107,000. 2513 Midland sold for 116,000. And these are all just about the same size. The lowest price I have right now is on Newell, and that sold for 89.8. So, I mean, the market, Yeah, the
market's
market's-
telling a step up.
right. And it was 900 a month rent, you said? 900.
I mean, it depends. You know, the other house, like the condition could be better than mine or something. You know, I don't know. You know, you can just compare. You know, this house just sold. You know, like with a little money higher than mine. Oh, I have to raise the other house. I don't think this compare is good. you
Okay,
know.
well, that's.
Doesn't matter if the same area or neighborhood, but all houses different. You know, not all same. You know.
Well, your house must be in pretty good condition if you're renting it for 900.
Yeah, but don't forget, 4 bedrooms. So
Yes, no, I agree.
900, 900 is nothing.
For the record, we only had 3 bedrooms, so.
Okay, 4 bedrooms.
Yeah, one of them, you know, I call a bedroom, but just like, you know, small is not a bedroom.
Okay. All right. So we'll take everything that you said into consideration. We don't have any comparables here, other than what the city provided. So we'll go over everything, and then the city will send you a notice first week of April.
The first?
First week of April.
And
Well,
then do I have to
this-
show up? Do I have to go?
No, you'll receive a letter with our decision the first week of April.
Okay,
Okay?
all right.
Yeah, that's fine. You know, we made notes of the information you provided verbally, and we'll take that into consideration as well as what the city submitted.
Yeah, but I mean, just I want to mention on this 900 is nothing, you know, by the whole month to make 900, you know, I don't know. So the English is my second language. If you understand me what I'm saying. So 900 is not a lot of money to pay more tax, you know, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, all right. That's fine. I appreciate that point.
And I'm not asking, you know, to go lower. Just keep it like as is, you know, because I've been paying, you know, like for 6 years on the same amount. I think I'm able to pay this amount. If you go a little higher, it's not gonna be good for me.
What's the?
It's about $200.
200. Yeah, so it's about $200 for the year as far as the $5,000 increase is concerned. So it's not 5,000 that you're paying.
Yeah, I understand. She already told me that for 200, but like what I'm saying, if it's not worth it, you guys talk about 200, to raise it for me.
So that's 200 for the whole year.
I understand.
Right,
So,
so-
do you think you guys need this 200 from me?
No, but we feel,
I don't know. It's just 200, not worth it. And also, guys, I just want to tell you, I'm supposed to be home. I'm a Muslim, so it's Ramadan. Today is the first day, so my family is just waiting for me to eat. I gotta just go there.
Yep.
I didn't know it's gonna be 200 until she told me that. If I know 200, I'm not gonna think about it. If you think you need this 200, just keep it as is. I don't know. What am I gonna do?
the board doesn't need anything. All right, let's get that straight. It's the city levy, and all we're trying to do is put the correct value on the property.
Really, boss, it's not worth to talk about 200, for the whole year. But if you keep it, I will be very happy if you keep it as is. If you think, you want this 200, raise it 5,000, whatever you want.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I
it for
appreciate you
guys,
coming in.
Sorry
Yes,
about
yes, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, very good. Okay, 123 Windsor Place.
Did Keen show up or no? Oh, no, it must be there.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you? I'm back.
Thank you. You're back.
I'm back. Yeah, she's back. I don't know if you remember me last year. I came for 2 properties.
You are I still have your ruler on my desk.
Is that right?
How you like
Did
that?
I leave it? Because well, you can keep the
You told us we could keep it.
Oh, so you're still using it and then you think of me, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm telling you, it's green.
Right.
All right. See, you think I didn't know what I was talking about?
You remember because I didn't bring rulers this time.
Yeah, I'm very sad about that.
He wanted a pen.
That's
So
right.
it's a pen or something, yeah.
Or a couple $100, because
Yeah.
apparently that's what we're looking for. So anyway, let me just make a note here, and then, yes,
One out.
yes.
Oh, you know what? That one has the bent page, and I'll keep that one.
Okay,
But they're all the
Okay.
same, but I.
thank you.
All right,
Nice.
thank you. I'll just make a note here. 123 Windsor Place. Okay.
We have
I'll
to
swear you both in, yeah, if that would be good, just in case you're going to speak. Can you state your name for the record?
Kathleen Boudreau.
Okay. You both affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability? Okay. Now, were you here for this property last year?
Yep,
So you weren't happy with what we decided?
you didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything.
And I was a little.
We've been told that a lot
My
this
nose
year,
was a
haven't
little
we?
turned because you said it lacked data. And I'm like, how, I provide, yeah.
Well, it might have been, there's only.
Yeah, there's only a
there's-
couple of
there's
things they
only
can check.
certain number of categories
Right.
that we can fit it into. But no,
But I
definitely
was
didn't
at
lack data,
data.
but I understand where you would
Right.
be a little miffed at that. All right,
How could that be?
yes, yes. I brought rulers.
Right.
Okay, so let me just read this in if I could. 123 Windsor Place.
And this, I'd like to add, when I submitted the form, she was going through and she claimed that my numbers were wrong because I had put the assessed value of the property, the tentative assessment. I put that in, and then I put in what we felt that the assessment should be moved to. So so we changed it to the market value of, as you'll see on the page 3. And it's an inserted page. It's different than the rest. And I'm not happy with that. I was a little, I guess, caught off guard when she said it was incorrect. And I thought, I had thoroughly.
Who is she?
Whoever I was submitting the form in and signing in and getting a date
Okay.
for the hearing. And
Yeah, I did. Yes. But no, that's good, thank you.
And I was, it was just a day before a surgery that I was having, and that's why she gave me a date well in following the submission, and to give me time to recover. And so I was just like, okay, all right, so we changed it, but I still believe that these are the numbers that should be submitted.
Okay,
Okay?
so if that's the case, then I'm going to have you change them. Well, you have on here assessed value of the property.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Then it says, the complainant believes the assessment should be reduced to the full value of, and we put 350, I put 355.
okay. So I see what you're saying, but these numbers are incorrect.
She said they were, but I believe that those are the correct numbers that should be used.
All right, well, it says assessed value of the property, right? That would be the current tentative assessed value, right?
Right, should be
Assessed value.
right, should be the 4,
No, it's 265. 265,000.
265, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
So,
So 265, and then you have.
for the full market value.
So you're saying the full market's 355, correct? And then you want the assessment to be 184?
727, that's what we have. We have your full market value of 355, 244.
Total market value of 355, right.
244, which you have here, but 460, 820, you're saying that that is the full market value that the city says it is, but that's not the case.
Right.
The city actually says it's 509,615. Now, I understand you're saying that's what it should be. You're thinking that's what it should be, but the numbers here don't match up then.
Right.
Okay. Well, let me read the numbers, and then we'll see if we have to go back to this sheet or not.
Okay.
So I have a current tentative assessed value of 265,000, and we have a land value of 21,500. So based on a 52% multiplier, that would put the market value at $509,615. So for starters, are you using 52%?
Yes.
Okay. So then you put in here that you think, no, it's not worth $509,615. We think it's worth $355,244.
Right.
Okay. Now that, using the 52% multiplier, would be $184,727 assessed value. So does that match up with your numbers?
It's a little bit lower than what I'm requesting.
Okay.
For the total assessment, it's 20760 is what I think the assessment should be.
You think the assessment should be what again?
20760. It's on.
200,760?
Yep, it's on the bottom.
Okay. Then what I'd like you to do
Yeah, his initial.
I'd like you to change, I'm going to cross out this assessed value. You said $207,060?
200 and then 760.
$200,760.
Yep.
Okay, so if you could just write that in.
Can I
yeah,
borrow your pen?
And then can we get that? Yep. Right? Is, okay. All right. Just hold that thought.
Is that right? You wanted me to change it there?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is going to be the assessed value. And then I'm going to have, well, I guess I can write it down. Full market value is 308. 306. 077, period?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you had numbers of 184,727 assessed value, but you think it should be $200,760.17. So that would be a full market value of 306.077 instead of 355,244.
Yeah, I don't think that, yeah, that's.
Yeah,
that's not
I came up
52,
with
that's
386.
386.
386,077.
Oh, 386?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry. I thought you said 306. All
How many
right,
calculators does it
386.
take
No,
to?
and that's supported by the doc.
I'll tell you what, how about if we just pack up? We'll come back in the morning, and then we'll be
How long
square.
have you guys been here?
No, not long,
No.
but it's seeming long. No, just kidding.
No, you're not.
No, we know you're, that's okay.
right.
It's okay. But it's supported, these numbers are supported by the
Well, okay.
numbers that I have in here.
That's fine.
And
Yeah,
those are taken from this worksheet.
that sheet.
And I will explain this to you.
Okay,
so
so let me just repeat, I just want to make sure we got it right.
that- Okay.
So 265,000 is the current tentative assessed value. With a land value of 21,500. That would be a market value of $509,615. You believe the fair market value is $386,077, and that would be an assessed value of $200,760.17.
Correct.
So we got the right numbers.
We got the right
All
numbers.
That's, no, we want to get it right.
Yes.
All kidding aside, so, no problem
So
there.
to,
So this here, I'm seeing this 460, but I don't want to see it anymore, so I'll give that back to you.
it'll just confuse us all.
Yes.
So the subject property, the 123, is the very first line. Before, last year, I had it in line with the numbers of the street addresses. But I thought, for clarity, I'd put it up at the top so that you can see the differences between this property and the rest of the properties. The owners, Carla and her husband Peter, purchased the house in 2006, and that was just before the bubble burst in 2008. So their increases to their assessment have been based on an inflated value back in 2006. That's our, argument number one. Secondly, the property has not had any significant improvements since they purchased it. It is also considered the highest per square foot value of the entire neighborhood. If you look at the worksheet, the per square foot value for the building is $102.53, and there's no other property that is even over $100 per square foot. That is illustrated with the chart that's in your package there. this is the property. The next one down is $90.97, which is almost a 13% they're 13% higher than the next highest property. But for the average for the street, they are 25% higher than the average. The land value, they are also high on. The land is $2.89 per square foot. I've broken all of the properties down into square feet so that we could get a per square foot price. And the average for the neighborhood is $2.52 a square foot. Now, I also included Berkeley because it's a really adjacent neighborhood, and I combined the two, and the average for both of them, and Berkeley, I would even argue, should be a higher per square foot than Windsor, because they're much grander homes than the Windsor place, and they generally have larger lots. But the average still comes out around $76.13 for the both streets. So for them to be at $102 a square foot, they're just really out of line. To support this, we've also brought photographs of some of the neighborhoods that have sold. This is 100, you'll have those in your package, but 100 Windsor Place. And you can see the level of finish for that particular property is extraordinary. And yet they're only $67.92 per square foot.
Do you have interior picture of the subject property?
I do. I was going to get to those. And then 121 is immediately next door to the subject property. And these pictures are dated because this was 2022 that they sold it, and these were from the listing. This was sold in 2017. And
Okay, that's the best you could do.
right. But you can see the level of finish. They have a new kitchen, new baths. And then this is the subject property to illustrate that no major improvements have been done since they purchased the property in 2006. An interesting development that occurred after I was here last year was I did not realize that they also have a very negative, and I will leave one of these with you, situation. This is their property, right here. There is a driveway that runs up here. It's only supposed to go to this property, I believe, because that's in any of the maps that I pulled up. The driveway only comes up to that property. And I will leave these maps with you. And as a result, people who, if they've missed this turn, they cut down their driveway. And this gentleman, he purchased the property last year, made it into a rental, and he even paved, I have a picture of that, he paved the backyard, and he is now using it, his tenants are, he paved here. So his tenants can pull up that driveway when I don't believe they have the right to it. And maybe the city can determine whether or not he has the right to bring up that
Where is
road.
the subject property?
The subject property is this, right here.
Okay, and where's the driveway?
And this
that-
driveway
Yeah,
goes
I-
to here. If you look on an aerial, that's right where the building,
Is it the guy next door, or is it the guy
directly behind them.
Okay. Yeah, there's that, see that strip that comes in off of,
Yeah. So this is the subject property, so.
Right, and this only goes to here, but he's using it. He comes up and he even paved a portion right here. So I don't know if that was,
He paved a portion on his property?
yeah, for
Okay.
his tenants to park there. So they come up and, this is where their garage is. You can see it here. This is where their garage is.
Nobody's going on their property.
Oh, they have. They have parked their cars on their property in front of the garage. And they cut through the driveway. If they missed the shot, they cut through the driveway to get to
They
here.
cut through their driveway?
Yeah,
All right, well, you gotta, first thing I'd do is be erecting a fence with a gate. No, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want anybody on my property.
see, the city, and the city won't get involved in,
No, they're
because
not gonna
that's
get involved in
that's like
that.
a private thing.
but if they don't have access here and you can see that, isn't that something the city should investigate?
Well, I think that you might want to call the city on this guy's extra parking lot. I'm sure he did it without permit.
Yeah, I'm sure he did
you
too.
know, And so I definitely would be calling attention to that. Absolutely. Sometimes you can't be a nice neighbor. It is what it is.
Especially when it's tenants, you know?
And I guess what about putting a fence here?
Oh, at the end of the driveway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's your property.
that portion is, well, I guess that is their property,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, if you put a fence right here, let them go around it.
What I was told when we first moved, because
There are a lot of houses, though, that don't have,
so
they-
that's what I was told. They had a right. That's
They don't have a right to
There'd have
go
be
on
an
your
ea-
property,
there'd have to be
that's for
an
sure.
easement
Unless the-
something.
they would have to have an
so
easement,
they
you know?
had to I had to and they would actually even tell this other neighbor, use parking.
Yeah, right. So this has been going on, and
So
it's an adverse situation.
So it's not, and I mean, does it also?
They have a neighbor here who blocks the road, so sometimes the people will come around and use their driveway because this neighbor
I wouldn't allow
is
that.
a hoarder and has junk all the way out. You can see from these photos, and I'll leave these with you. So, that is a detriment to the
Oh, yeah.
property value.
Well, it can be. I'd also do
No,
something
that, you
about
can
it,
keep,
though.
that's got the comps.
You
I'd
can keep
also do
those in.
something about it, so it wasn't a detriment. But that's me.
And I will leave you this map.
Do you want a recommendation?
Yeah, if you have one.
I'll recommend that you take it back down to 245. But I will say that it's tough to take an average because the bigger the property, the smaller the per square foot. They are high, that's why I'm making a recommendation, but it's hard to, you've got a couple of properties that are almost 4,000 square feet. The economies of scale, that per square footage is just gonna be smaller, but I've made a recommendation.
Well, I would
so-
argue against that only because I'm a broker in real estate, and everything is per square foot. When you list a property, the one thing you'll see on the listing is the rate per square foot. So everything is rated on a per square foot basis.
Then I take my recommendation back.
Okay.
So you're recommending how much?
245.
245 assessed value. Okay, so we've got that
But I think that
noted.
that's still too high.
Okay, we didn't make any decisions, of course, but we'll take,
That's the
You
only
know-
one I've made this whole
I
year
know.
so far.
I know, I can't
So-
say you're giving away the farm.
Yeah, right.
All right, if you
Oh,
do
the
come in
hearing should
next
be
year,
on
I do want to
nights.
see more information.
What?
I did. Oh, really? You didn't bring in enough this year.
Okay, you're being facetious.
Yes, but thank you for all the information as well
Well, I
as.
thought the photographs and the maps
Yeah,
would be
no,
very
that's an
helpful.
interesting
and
scenario as far
yeah,
as the driveway.
It is a
concerned.
very
If you
interesting
really want to make them
scenario.
happy next year,
And
bring
no other
cops.
property on the street has that situation.
Talking to her, I said.
Oh,
If she really wants to make you happy, she can bring cups.
that's right.
Oh, yeah, I could bring coffee, you're right. Yeah.
That's one way to start.
Yes. Carl's not happy. Carol's not happy with the quality of coffee this year, so.
Decent coffee would be
Yeah, decent coffee. We have fabulous coffee,
We do.
if you remember.
Now, do you have everything?
Yes, we have everything, and also what the city submitted, and we will take
That's your
everything into
pen.
consideration, obviously.
I hope I don't have to come see you. Although it is interesting to
Quite
sit and
honestly, I
listen.
hope you don't have to come as well.
No,
Just kidding.
I'm not offended.
But no, thank you for coming in, and the city will send you a notice first week of April. Okay,
Okay,
thanks
thank
for
you.
coming in. Okay, so we have 116 Keene Place. How are you? Good, thank you. Okay, you're here for 116 Keene Place. All right. So I'm going to swear you in if I could. Could you raise your right hand? State your name for the record.
Stephanie Bullitt.
Do you affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So this is 116 Keene Place. This is a ranch style. Is this your residence?
It is.
Okay. Let me just read some numbers in it if I could. We have a current tentative assessed value of $67,000 with a land value of $5,500. That would be a market value of $128,846. The petitioner believes the fair market value is $80,000. And that would be an equatable assessed value of $41,600. And I just want to make a note here. Let me see if I can take anything off of the application. Okay, so all we have is the application in here. It looks like you've got some information.
What you just mentioned, 80,000, what did that figure come from? Did I write that down?
Yes, it looks like you did. So the 80,000 is what you believe the market value
Off the
is.
top of my head. Because I
Okay.
was in the office and it was closing and they were rushing me, so I just said 80.
Do you wish to change that?
Oh, yeah, I could change it.
Okay, that's fine. Then I'm going to have you cross off the 80,000, and we'll figure out the assessed value. Just cross off the 80,000 and put in there what you believe the property is worth. That's right on the bottom there. Yep. And then if you would put your initials, please. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so the petitioner believes the market value is 75,000. And so what would that be from an assessed value standpoint? 39,000 even. Okay, that sounds good. Okay. What can you tell us about, you brought some, excuse me, you brought some
I just
information
have
in.
a question. What you explained at 128, but the land, you said the land value is added on to the 67,000?
No, it's included.
It's included in the 16028?
Yeah, that's
But
right.
without including that land value, it's 67?
No, if you don't include the land value, it would be 61.5.
So how did you get to the 67? What was the land value before that you added?
This property was increased by 10,000 for this year,
Oh,
but we didn't
okay.
increase the land.
Okay, so the land value was stagnant at $5,500. That's a guesstimate to what they think the land is that the property sits on.
It was basically an increase on the land. It's not the house itself, it's just the land that increased.
No,
It's the market
no,
value.
no, the land did not increase. The overall assessed value of the total property of 67,000,
Meaning the
Is-
house itself.
meaning the house, that's right.
But how can you determine that increase? What did you use to determine increase?
Comparable sales in
Without-
the neighborhood,
Well, the condition of one house is not like the condition of another house.
that's true.
And I've seen the renovations, I'm all aware of that, but,
Did you bring any?
my home is a ranch and it's very old, and I do
Okay.
keep it in good shape, I fix things.
Okay,
But the roof is 25 years old. The
Okay.
windows are almost 15 years old. So I can't see how you can assess my property at the same value of a house that has been renovated.
well,
I don't
that's
understand.
not,
How do you know
that-
we did, though?
yeah,
I mean, I don't know where it comes from, so I'm just making a comment. I don't understand that assessment at all. Because you can't compare houses. You can't say my house is, because the house next door to me did sell for something we thought was high, but I think that's overrated. We know the street, we know our neighborhood, and I
Okay.
don't understand.
Did you bring any pictures of the inside of the
Well,
property?
I'm gonna have to send them to Mrs., your associate there, because I have the phone and it's not working.
Okay, good. No, no, I
I
mean,
can show
not
you on
good
the
that it's not
phone, but-
working, but
I can send them to her in a text.
that would be very good if you would. And/or actually emails better? Oh, okay, all right, yeah, if you could do that, that would be good. Then we can see what the inside of your property is, right? And then we can match it up with the comparables that the city submits to see if it's accurate. You know, again, impossible to get inside every property as far as that's concerned. So, okay, all right, fair enough. Is there anything you want to submit?
I have a letter. I didn't think, I spent a lot of time with it, but
Yeah,
it's
well, why
kinda-
don't,
I just kept writing and writing.
that's fine. No,
So-
no problem there. I mean, if you want to read it, that's okay, but we will read it and go through everything as well, if you're okay with that too, because, yeah, it definitely sounds like you,
Well, would you need a copy of the certificate of completion for like the roof and the windows? Because that's all I've ever fixed in
Yeah.
30 years.
Yeah.
Aside from core filling, because the foundation slipped because it's sinking. My backyard is just not level anymore. And so they did core fill, and it stopped the slipping from the cinder blocks. But he said that's not permanent, is what he said to me.
okay. Well,
But that's
and-
all in the letter, so.
That's fine, yeah. So that there, I'll just take a peek if I could, just to see. Are these copies?
Only copies.
They're your only copy? And any chance of getting a copy of these? Or is
John,
it,
can we make copies and
okay, yeah, I think these two would be good. Those are her only copies. That would be good, and we got your letter. So what we'll do is we will have copies made, we'll give you back the originals of those. That's the rest of your information that I don't think we need. Turn it over to Ann for a second here.
I think, I believe the whole street was reassessed, and maybe the neighborhood. I don't have everybody's assessment, but all the neighbors, at least on Keene, all the assessments were reviewed. So I don't see any sales in that neighborhood going for under 100, even in, I mean, I'd say less than good shape, but there's really not a lot in the city, period, that goes for that.
So So my question is, if you just continue to say it's worth more than I know it's worth, then that means I have to pay taxes on something I'll never sell it for, because it won't sell for over $100,000, not this house. You'd have to see.
Well, if you're gonna give pictures.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes pictures don't really give you the best view.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's take,
I'm not
let's,
selling my house anyway.
yeah, yeah, no, that's fine. Let's
You
take a look
weren't-
at the
You weren't
pictures.
singled out also, is what I also want you
I don't feel safe. I know
to
it's
realize.
happening all over the city.
Yeah, it looks like all your neighbors. got
It's a,
an acre.
it's $1 million suite, they say. Yeah.
Good. So John will bring back those copies. Do you have anything else to add?
No, just the copies that she's gonna give you from my phone.
Yes, yes, exactly. So, and you got her email address. All right. So we'll take everything into consideration. John's going to bring back your copies and what the city submitted, and then you'll receive a notice first week of April. Okay? All right. Thank you very much for coming in. Yes.
Good evening.
Okay, so I guess I'll leave this open for a minute. Let's go on to 400 Lynch Ave. How are you? Good. You're here for 400 Lynch Ave and Russell Place.
Yes.
John's going to bring back a couple copies. Okay. We got the application in here. Okay, if you could raise your right hand and state your name for the record.
Angela Wynn.
Do you affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability? Okay, very good. So we have 400 Lynch Ave. This is, what type of property is this? Is this a single family?
Single family residential.
Okay. Is this, do you live in this property?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a current tentative assessed value of $73,000 with a land value of $8,700. Petitioner believes the fair market value is this 90,000?
Either 89 or 90.
Okay. Looks like, all right, so 89 or 90,000, look like 90,000 here, which would be an assessed, and that's what I've got here, be an assessed value of $46,800. And then one last add-on. At 73,000, that would be a value of $140,385. Okay, and then I have the application. Looks like you paid $83,000 in November of 2016. Yeah, okay. And that's about it as far as what I can pull off here, as far as the application. Okay, was this an increase in assessed value?
This is another neighborhood that was assessment.
Okay, so what do you want to tell us about the property?
My property?
Yeah,
Well, I just had questions like everybody else. How was it determined? But I guess it's because of the market. But houses, it's like in between. Some sold for over 100. Some sold for 89. It was also a house on Lynch that was auctioned off. So I'm just trying to figure out like, how do they determine how much of the taxes that's gonna go up?
okay, well, generally sales of property in the area is basically how they come up with their figures. But, Ann, what, okay, okay. So from assessed value, okay, all right. So, and what do you have for comps?
Well, again, we've got Armstrong Place, which is right up there. I don't see, we wouldn't call if that one was auctioned, we wouldn't say that that's.
That was on Lynch.
Right, we wouldn't say
Okay.
that that's a good sale because it was. I have some comps from Armstrong, down on Glenwood. Again, I'll submit these, and everybody in the neighborhood was reassessed, so it wasn't just you. You looked at everything, so.
So it's basically where the neighborhood has gone from a property value standpoint, and that's how do you know when the last time was reassessed?
No, I don't. And the last 5, it hasn't been touched, so it's on.
Okay. Okay, I see that. 2021, actually. Okay. So the city has submitted some comps to support what they think the property is worth. You've given us some information. Condition-wise, what can you tell us about the property?
About my
Yeah,
property?
yes.
I think my property is in good. Try to keep it up as a homeowner. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just, you can push the whole thing up
okay.
right to you, sure.
I said, I believe my house is in good condition. I try to keep it up as a homeowner.
Okay. How many bedrooms?
3,
3. How many baths?
1,
3 bedroom, 1 bath, and
918 square feet.
okay. Very good. And let's see what I've got here. Okay, so it's a raised ranch style.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you able to submit any pictures? You feel the need for that as far as the interior is concerned?
My property? Oh, no.
Okay, all right.
This is my first time here, so I don't have anything, but I don't think that I need to.
Okay, all right, that's fine, no problem. Because you feel it's in good condition, obviously. Okay, anything else you want to add? All right, then we'll take everything into consideration, and then the city will send you a notice first week of April. Okay?
All right.
But thank you very much for coming in.
Yep.
So I have 253 Nichols Ave. Good, how about you? Good. Okay, 253 Nichols Ave.
Well, it's been, I used to live there. It's now rented. Where are you?
200.
Oh, okay. All right. It was actually, my father grew up in this house. It was my grandparents' house,
Oh,
and that
okay.
same, and then I lived there, and then kept it as a rental and moved to DeWitt. But it's been in the family since 1940 something. literally. Yeah, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so if I could swear you in, if you could
Yep.
raise your right hand, state your name for the record.
James Carroll,
You affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
I do.
Okay, thank you. So this is a single family?
Single-family home. Well, and I'm hoping that was filled out. I mean, I've done a bunch of these in the past, but it's been a while. I'm just looking for the assessment to stay what it was last year. So I hope I did the assessment versus full value thing properly.
Okay, well, let's take a look.
It was at 138 or 9 last year.
Okay, so we have a current tentative assessed value of 91,000 with a land value of 14,600. That would be a a full market value of 175,000 based on that current tentative assessed value. Petitioner believes the fair market value is 139,000, which would be an assessed value of $72,280.
Okay, so I got it. I just want to make sure I conveyed it. That's what I'm looking for, correct?
Okay, all right. So you're saying the last assessment was around 72,000?
Yeah, yeah, I believe so. And,
It was 80.
It was
The former,
80,000?
yeah, 80,000 was the
that
last
went up,
year's.
And I think that got reassessed within the
Back
last
in-
couple of years.
Yeah,
too.
back in 22.
So, I
Okay.
mean, just saying. So it's well, I won't take up a lot of time. I did do a couple of comps. I submitted my schedule for my tax returns. I'm not really have a big story to tell.
What are you collecting in rent?
Only $900. They do pay the utilities. They're
Okay.
a family from Rwanda that came here about a dozen years ago. And
Okay,
I hate to say I should raise it, but, anyways, that's
Yeah. That's fine.
nice
Yeah,
people.
that's fine. And how many bedrooms, how many baths?
It's 3, 1 tiny bathroom, 3 bedrooms, master bedroom in the front, 2 smaller bedrooms in the back. Kitchen, dining room, living room. I put a roof on it 2 or 3 years ago, stripped it right down. There's no garage. When I bought it, literally like 40 years ago, I ripped out the gravity furnace, put in a forced air, but it's still that same unit. Windows are original with storms on them. I maintain it, but there's no big upgrades. There's no kitchen remodel or bathroom remodel. There's no dishwasher.
Okay,
It's kind of original, the original home, really.
okay, Ann?
Eastwood's just booming. I live in Eastwood. My assessment got increased.
Thank you.
So did Sue's. I mean,
It's not selling for one. I've been 40 years a real estate broker. I know the market. I think what I'm asking for is fair, but I get it. I get this market too. It's what I do. But it's you're my neighbor, so I'm not going to tell you something that isn't, but it is what it is.
is there pictures?
I
in there?
didn't do that. I
Okay.
just thought a couple comps in my schedule for my tax return. I really didn't want to.
Yeah, 900's low. That's for sure. That's it's
Oh,
a
yes, I
900's
know,
a-
and I'm kind of in a spot trying
Right.
to
Yeah.
be the right
It's
person.
got the vacant lot next to it? or
Yes.
does it used to have
The little
there?
house on it, yep.
So, is that part
That's
of
not,
yours?
no. City's owned it forever. I've
So the
tried to
city
buy
just
it
keeps Oh, you
for
tried
like
to buy
30
it?
years. It
Yeah.
shows back taxes for like 30 years
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
bizarre.
yeah.
There's a lot next to me that a little house was demoed on that.
But he just left.
Yeah. Anyways, if I could buy it sometime, I might, but that is not part of mine. So I got the 40-foot, 40 by 140 lot, the typical.
Yeah, no, and you're
No,
right next door.
Right next, no garage. So I'm just saying, yeah, I get it, and I know, I know the market, but I just, I felt it was kind of fair where it was last year, so that's really what I'm asking for.
Okay,
All right?
all right, well, that sounds good. We'll take that, what you submitted also, and then the city will send you a notice first week of April.
Okay, all right, appreciate the time.
Hey,
Thank you, everybody. Nice meeting a neighbor. Next time I'm mowing the lawn.
Okay.
Just a thought, but do you want to check and see if four property will allow the one property to go?
I think the next one's an
Thank you.
exemption anyways.
You think this is an
It's
exemption?
an exemption, I believe.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. How are you? How are you? Good, good, thank you. So you're here for 3018 Grant Boulevard.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I guess not.
18 Grant Boulevard.
Oh, hey, there we go. Sounds good.
Although we let her go ahead of these four, so we are still behind. But anyway.
Parking was
yeah,
good, so we
that's right.
appreciate that.
Yeah, as Michelle said, till about 6:30. I just want to take a peek here. Okay, this is an exemption issue?
No, no, this is not. I thought it was the other one, so, yeah, no.
Okay, okay. Okay, so if you could raise your right hand, state your name for the record.
Mary Tamira?
You affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
Certainly, yes.
Okay, very good. So this here is 3018 Grant Boulevard. Let's read some numbers in. We have a current tentative assessed value of $110,000 with a land value of $12,800. That would be a market value of $211,538. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $150,000, and that would be an assessed value of $78,000. Okay. And Anthony is your husband? Okay. And so he gave you authorization to...
Yeah, he's recovering from a heart attack, so he gave me authorization.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope
Thank you.
for a quick recovery. Okay, so all I have is the application in here, and I will turn it over to you.
Okay, awesome, thank you. So the reason that I'm here, and I have my notes here, 3018 Grant Boulevard is assessed higher than comparable parties or properties, and I included that list on the back of the application, so you should have that.
Yes, I do have that, and I'll pull it out.
So when we did a comparison of the property assessed values and sale prices on that assessment roll, they're obviously much lower than 3018 Grant Boulevard. And the estimated market value of 3018 Grant Boulevard from the assessor is much higher than a potential sale. Now, on this form that I completed, where we indicated, market value kind of 150,000, frankly, I think that's high. The neighborhood has gone downhill. I don't even know, frankly, what we could sell it for, because if you look at the list that I provided with the form, the comparable properties that have sold, they've been kind of all over the Richter scale. If we do a comparison with Lemoyne Avenue, their assessment was 60,000. The square footage is about the same as ours.
Let me just interrupt if I could.
Sorry, sure.
What's the nearest cross street of 3018?
Wolf Street and then Lemoyne Ave. So it's on the bottom half towards the, by the Mets studio or
Okay.
stadium.
All
Grant
right.
Boulevard up closer to Eastwood is a much nicer area.
All right, so this is down near Met Stadium, hence your comps of Lemoyne, Turtle, Wolf, and First North.
Yes, yes.
Okay, good.
Yep, that's why we do that. And obviously, the assessed value of 110,000, it's like double of what it was like several years ago. I think several years ago, it might have been like 55 or 56. I did not bring that with me. And if you look at the
the assessed values of the comparable properties that I provided, you know, it goes anywhere from 47,000 to like 64,000. So we definitely are assessed way too high.
So tell me about the property.
The property has not been updated. So it's not modern, it's not a modern kitchen. No one is living in it. We haven't rented it. So,
Okay, so hold your thought there.
sure.
It's a two-family house.
Yep.
Both flats are vacant? Why?
Because it's hard to find good tenants, and we are getting out of that renting. My husband had a heart attack, and we're just not interested in that anymore. It's not for sale, it's just vacant.
Okay. Okay, size of the apartments?
They're small, so it's like a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. They're small,
Both of them symmetrical?
yes.
So 2-bedroom, 1 bath, any garage?
Yes,
How many car?
I don't know. Probably more than one, but it's not being used.
Okay, okay.
So it was kind of, can I say, it was kind of
Sure.
weird to me to see that the assessed value went up so extremely high, you know, based on the condition of the property in the area. So I thought that was just weird. So that's why we're here, or that's why I'm here. My daughter's with me. And I'm sure she's thrilled.
You want to come up and say anything? No? Okay. Ann, thoughts?
I wish the Tom, so it was increased by, back in '24. I'm looking at the comps, and the property's small, so I would recommend I'll recommend 95. I mean, I think the sales are up there. Unfortunately, you know, you choose not to rent it. I completely understand, but I think the potential is probably still there. But given that the comps, and I'd recommend taking it down to 95 from 110.
Could I ask consideration to have that, I don't know how that works, the assessment lower, because even if you look, you know, if you look at the comparable properties that we provided here, they're not even in, you know, the 70s, 80s, or the 90 range, and those properties are much better than ours in terms of, you know,
Have you driven
the
by these
condition.
properties?
I did all of my research online.
Okay, so
You
you've
know,
seen pictures and
Yeah,
all that good
yeah.
stuff.
So when, you know, they sold the properties and whatever, they have all the pictures inside and out. So
And that's in there?
I
I
didn't
mean, right
provide
now, I guess
pictures.
I'm just going to stick with my, because
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
that's
looking
fine,
at
that's
that. I mean,
fine.
there's
Doesn't-
comps
That
there.
doesn't mean that's what it's going to be.
Okay, I didn't know how that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so what happens is, we take information from you, we
Okay.
take information from the city. Sometimes the city will recommend a number,
I see.
right? That doesn't mean that's what the number's gonna be.
Oh,
Could be
okay.
higher, could be lower.
Okay.
Just depends on what we find.
Okay, so collectively you
Yeah, we're an
determine that?
independent board.
Okay.
So, you know, we're not representing anybody. We gather all information and then make a decision.
Okay, fair enough.
But we'll definitely, the one thing we can't do is take into consideration that the property's vacant,
Oh,
right?
sure, and I
That's your
understood.
choice,
That's
and
our,
and I don't blame you.
yes.
Well, I
Right.
shouldn't say I don't blame you. I would do this, I have done the same thing, right? So in that regard, you know, it is what it is.
Well, and again, you know, with my husband's health, we're just.
Absolutely.
And to be honest with you, I think we're going to be hard pressed to sell the house, you know, because even looking at, you know, how these properties have been sold and the amount, you know, like I said, I put 150, but I don't know that we would even get that. I wonder sometimes if we would get like 120, you know?
Well, I'll tell you, it's, the market is good for two families. The rents are
Yeah,
outrageous.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the area, I don't know.
Do you know when these sold?
Oh, yeah, it's all recent, so it would
Okay.
have been in the 2025, or
Oh,
year
okay.
2025.
All
Yeah.
right, good.
Yeah, because I figured we have to look at recent sale,
Yeah.
not prior.
Absolutely. So yeah, no, that's good. The city's submitted some information as well, but you've done some good research, which we'll take a look at. And take everything into consideration. And then the city will send you a notice first week of April.
Fair enough.
But yeah, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for listening. I hope we have a good spring, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
We have a spring.
I know, the winter was very hard, I will be honest with you. All right, good evening.
If you
Bye.
come back again, just tell your daughter not to talk so much. all right?
She's a talker in the family.
Is she? All
I'm
right.
surprised she stayed silent.
All right. There you go. Very good. Well, you did a good job. Okay. So. Good. If anybody has to hit the restroom, you can. Do you feel you need to go? You don't have to wait. Go.
Okay.
Okay.
I always.
Yeah. Oh, God, absolutely. Just gonna take a restroom break, if that's okay. And then I'll call you guys up.
use that. We're not doing it. But it seems like something else for the people on the other side.
Right. Well, that's a lot, sometimes.
When I'm, neighbor, too. Almost 200 block.
Yep.
And there it sits. If they could put it in here.
Mm-hmm. That's the lot on Mosley. That's from
Yeah.
my best friend.
Oh, okay.
And they split,
Yeah,
they split the lot.
yeah, yeah. With a little bit of, wouldn't be that much. That house, teeny tiny house that was stuck through there. When you hardly even knew it was there. Here's another one.
So we have 4 properties. Okay. Are there any particular order that you want them read in and discussed?
Probably do the 2 Ericksons first, I would say.
39 first, 122,
Yeah, either way.
okay. And then 523 South Collingwood and 112 Crestline. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to swear you both in 1 second here. Let me just find out where we are here. Okay. If you could both raise your right hand. State your name for the record.
Dan Lestumbo?
Do you affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
I do.
Okay, very good. Are you any relation to George? He's your father? Oh, very nice. Okay, so we've got 139 Erickson Street. Let me just read in some numbers. It's a one-family house. Current tentative assessed value $68,000 with a land value of $14,000. That would be a market value of $130,769. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $50,000, and that would be an equatable assessed value of $26,000. We've got, all we've got is the application in here, and this is owned by, all these properties are owned by you, right? Okay, very good. Okay, what can you tell us about 139 Erickson? One-family house, What's it rented for?
It's not rented.
Not
Actually-
rented,
Actually,
okay.
none of them are rented.
None of them are rented?
Unfortunately.
Okay,
139 I've had for a while. I started to redo it years ago. I bought the house in '08. And needs to be done again. Needs a roof. Insides need to be done. It wasn't finished. Back bedroom. There's no kitchen in the house. Most of the house was gutted before. New sheetrock, new insulation. Where I bought it, they updated the power. So it was a good start, but needs
you purchased it when?
08.
You purchased it in '08. Has it ever been rented?
No.
No.
Well, not really, no. Not to where her father, her and her
Not where he was getting income for it, basically.
Her-
My dad, he lived there.
Okay, and your dad passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so is there a plan in place as far as,
Yeah, the plan, yeah, because it's, as you know, obviously, before properties, the taxes are killing. I mean, they really are.
yeah, well, especially if they're all vacant.
And, yeah, no, and they are. You can see from the pictures, all the pictures are literally, just taken.
Do I
And
have pictures?
there should be-
Okay, there's none in here. Okay, that sounds good. So you just been paying the taxes on the property? Are the taxes current?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, so the taxes are all current,
on all of them.
on all of them. And so, all right, so I guess what's the plan for this one?
She's gonna end up buying the house, or
Actually, hold that thought just for 1 second. Were these increases?
Yeah, everything in Eastwood was increased, yes. So this went from 60,000 to 68,000.
60,000 to 68,000, okay. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
which, if didn't need a roof and was finished inside, I'd be okay with, definitely, because that 68 would put it at 130.
3769.
And that's
right.
about, if you could definitely probably get 130 for it if it was up to par and, everything was done. But, I mean, you guys obviously know how much roofs cost. Every one of them's got the old style shingles on them.
Are you thinking with all of them that you would like it to go, well, not necessarily, okay.
They're all different. Each one was different, because one was bought through Land Bank. The next one was bought through Land Bank. And I had actually met with, I had an increase 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and I met with, she would probably know, the guy that works with her.
Joe?
Is it
probably.
Joe, older guy?
Oh, probably Ed or Tom. Joe's a big
Joe's the
guy.
young guy.
Yeah.
No, I think it was Ed, the older guy.
Yeah.
And, because I met with him, and that's when, he did, 30 on the one that had the fire. That's the Collingwood house that I bought. I bought Collingwood and Crestline the same year. Bought Crestline, and then Collingwood was a deal. It was, something I couldn't pass up. But he could come, he walked through the houses, he looked at every one of them to see exactly what they were. And we kind of just, he said, until you get them done, this is, where we were. And they weren't far off. The original numbers weren't far off from what I paid. They were a little higher than what I paid, but, they were close. What was that? Oh,
We'll go to, all right, we'll go to
Yeah.
Crestline in a little bit. Okay, so do you have a time frame with respect to?
soon as fast as I can, because like I said, the taxes are just, I mean, I pay over, just in these taxes, over $12,000. And that's just, it's a chunk
Absolutely.
to
I
have
can
nothing,
imagine.
and I mean, you gotta think, let's see,
Did you say you were gonna purchase it or something?
she's gonna end up buying the house.
After it's renovated?
Yeah.
Okay. And I know you're saying as soon as possible, but again, it's been vacant since 2008.
No, they've lived there, her and her dad lived there.
Oh, okay.
We
But-
lived there, we just didn't give him an income because I worked at Tony's Family Restaurant. I'm a single mom. My son's 5 before Vicky started all that stuff down. So the house needs a lot of repairs for my son as well. So it's just getting everything where it needs to be on the house.
Okay,
But I stay at the house basically.
okay, so you're actually, so it's livable. But, I mean.
No.
I don't have a
you-
kitchen, yeah, I don't have, like,
Her daughter lives right down the street. in
my
an
daughter
apartment.
lives 5 houses down, so, but,
All right, so you're
yeah.
making it work.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, it's just like random kind of, my stuff is there basically.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Ann?
Again, all these houses are vacant. I mean, I know there needs to be, Ed looks like he did lower a couple of them. He did lower, I don't know if you want to wait and just do one at a time, but again, it went up, if there's no
Well, you want me
kitchen
to
in
talk
it.
about all of
Well,
them? Which is okay.
yeah, I mean, Ed did reduce some of them.
And
Again,
then Joe is increasing?
right. I mean, not knowing that they were vacant. But again, I don't know, I mean, the taxes are paid, so it's up to the board, but we did look at a couple of them and lower them and give you a chance. In theory, that unfinished assessment's supposed to be a year, like to give you a year. It looks like these were lowered,
And Ed was
22.
lowering them on the basis of
and
an
he walked through,
unfinished.
right. Because one was lowered to, let's see, 48. The one, Collingwood was lowered to 30, and that's the one that had the fire, right?
Correct. Collingwood had the fire.
Yeah.
I paid
so,
22 for it. So,
I mean,
and it's a complete, I mean, it literally, it needs everything top to bottom. I mean, staircase is burnt in the house, I mean, everything.
if you want to read them, read all of them in, and I guess I
know,
have
I'm a-
comps, but not knowing that there's no income being generated and that one doesn't have a kitchen. I live by Crestline. I pass it multiple times a week. It's
All right, let
it's
me
a
do this
dump.
then. Let me just, let me
So-
read the other three in, and then we can get some all-encompassing here, maybe but yeah, I understand what you're saying, and now I know the backstory, and as far as Ed lower and Joe increasing, now we got some other information and so on and so forth, so that the assessor
Sounds
may
a
not
decent
have
house.
known.
Just needs some work, it needs a roof.
Yeah, it's just that, we just, we gotta move that envelope to get the wheels turning,
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because the city can't subsidize, the situation with lower taxes forever type thing.
no, I get it, and I do.
People breaking in and taking stuff
I've
that you've
had-
already done.
Well, we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna. we're
Had
gonna
somebody
get
steal
into
all the
that.
copper out of the house, one of the neighbors probably, because there was drug addicts living out back, so we assumed that that's where it was, but
Let me just read the rest in and then we'll go from there. So we got 122 Erickson.
122 is the land bank house I bought. Originally bought it with my father.
Let me just read it in though,
Okay,
as far as
sorry.
number, that's all right, as far as numbers are concerned. And then I'm gonna actually read the other two in, and then we'll go back for some feedback. So we've got 122 Erickson. We've got a current tentative assessed value of 85,000 with a land value of 14,900. That's going to be a market value of 163,462. Petitioner believes the fair market value is 50,000 with an assessed value of 26,000. Let me just read the other two in, and then we'll come back. 523 South Collingwood Ave, one family. The one I just read in, that's a one family also,
Yes.
122?
Yep.
122 Erickson. Okay, we've got a one family here, 523 South Collingwood. Current tentative assessed value of 32,000 with a land value of 13,700. That would be a market value of $61,538. Petitioner believes the fair market value is $22,000 with an assessed value of $11,440.
Just based on what I paid for it.
Okay. And 112 Crestline Drive is a one-family. Current tentative assessed value 51,000 with a land value of 16,900. That would be a market value of $98,077. Petitioner believes the fair market value is 45,000, and that would be a assessed value of $23,400. Okay. So I think we talked enough about 139. 122, there was a robbery there.
No, 122 was the,
Crestline, okay.
yeah, 122 was the land bank house I bought.
And when did you purchase that?
I purchased it, my dad bought it originally, and through land bank, and then I bought it from him through land bank. I believe
23 was the last deed. I don't have a price on it. And then 19 before that, and then 18. So did he buy it from the land bank in 19?
That sounds about right. 23 was the last one,
Yeah.
and I bought it in 23. I figured it was like 2 years ago. Yeah, because it was the end of the year, so 2.5 years ago. And I've done all the work to the house. That's going to be the first one to get done, only because of the land bank situation. I'm still even behind with land bank.
Give you a time frame.
Yeah, I had a dumb issue where they put a stop work order on the house because the city lost all the permits. They told me I have paperwork that shows I had a stop work order on the house because they didn't have any of the permits for the furnace, for the hot water tank, or the electrical. And my dad did it, and we hired it out, and it was all done through, professional, good name people. And he ended up having to straighten that all out. And from what I'm aware of, is it got straightened out, but they had originally put a stop work order on me, and they're like, we don't have anything, which wasn't true, because if that was the case, I would have put the furnace in, I would have put a hot water tank in, if I wanted to go that route. But
What do you think the time frame is on that?
that's going to be definitely soon, because because of the land bank. Land banks, I don't know where it's at, if they're going to be trying to file paperwork against me or whatnot. Yeah. So, but a lot of work's done on the house. Waiting for weather to break so I can paint outside, put new windows in outside. It is going to need a roof. I wasn't expecting the roof, but it's got older shingles on it, and I got a few of them that are coming off. Got to do some foundation work a little bit, but that's not a big deal for me. Kitchen needs a kitchen. All brand new sheetrock in the house, brand new furnace, brand new hot water tank. So it just needs to be finished up. But as far as, let's see, where's 122? the 163, I just don't see it with that house. I mean, not without, you know, doing new siding, you know, and
That's okay. Let's,
I do
go on.
believe some of these houses done are $200,000 houses, you know, but to be a $200,000 house, it has to be perfect. I mean, it has to be, you know, I watch the market. I know Steven Skinner. I do work for Skinner. He buys everything, and I'm sure you guys know who he is. You know, so I do know what, you know, everything goes for and realistic on it. But you gotta, to get to that point, you gotta, you know, either do a lot of the work yourself, or either way, you're still spending money to do it.
So are you, I was gonna ask, you're, so you don't work on these during the day, they're secondary because you're working for Skinner?
No. I've done work for Skinner, like paving work and stuff before.
Oh, okay.
Just some work, not very little work. I don't work for him. I work like if he needs a job done. If he's doing a job, you know, he'll call me in the summertime to look at it, and, you know, give him an estimate on it. But yes, no, these, I work on them when I can. My mom's 82, she's got cancer, I've been helping her a lot, so everything has been pushed to the side. She comes first, you know, so out of everything. 82 years old, she runs me crazy going to appointments. So,
Okay, how about 523 South Collingwood?
523, that's the house that had the fire. I bought that the same year I bought the Crestline house. It was kind of like, didn't really have the money, but it was the right price. And
What's the current condition of that?
there was a fire in the house. Still, it's good.
Recently?
No, when I bought it, and it's still all the way it is. Boarded up windows. It's the only one house I have that has, you know, it's boarded up.
So the plan, that is probably after, so 139 is first up.
No, it'll go probably 122. 122 is the land bank house. Got to get that done. It's the closest is getting done. Probably least amount of money, I would say, as far as everything, besides kitchen and, you know, windows and stuff. It's going to take some money, but not, you know, the other ones, like the Crestline house needs everything. The roof, it needs all new plywood, needs everything, needs furnace, hot water tank. Someone stole all the copper out of the house, needs a complete kitchen, needs a complete bathroom, it needs everything. But it's got beautiful hardwoods, and, you know, some of the walls are nice. It's got a beautiful stone, you know, chimney, or, you know, fireplace and chimney in it. So it's got its pluses and minuses, but to get to that point,
Yeah. And,
Again, like he said, all these houses are probably worth $150 to $200 if they were fixed up. I'm gonna leave, there's comps here, again, I knew Crestline was vacant, I didn't know about the other ones. I don't know how, you know, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of moving pieces, 4 houses, getting them all fixed up. Obviously, the land bank, there's some, you know, qualifications to I'm gonna, the one on Collingwood, is only assessed, it was raised 2,000, so it was 30,000, now it's 32,000 with an unfinished. Leave it to the board. I mean, again, all these comps are properties that have sold, nothing that's vacant. Obviously, there's nothing to capitalize, and nothing's coming in, so. It's a lot of work, and,
a lot of money,
yeah.
a lot of money.
When was the fire on Collingwood?
I don't know, because it was before I bought it. But I bought it, I believe,
And they're 22, if you bought it the same time.
same year, but it was
I think it's
after.
22,
You can look it up if you want.
Should be on one of those sheets.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I think we can find that. Just putting them in their respective
Yeah.
folders. What we'll do is we'll take everything that you have presented as well as the city.
And then we'll get the pictures from Joe and
Yes.
put those in there.
Yeah, and we'll talk to Joe also. And see what he has to say based on the information of the current condition as opposed to what he might have known when he put the values on the properties. I think that makes sense.
Yep.
I don't think you guys are far off with them. I mean, obviously, like you said, the one went up 2,000. You know, the other one, let's see. Crestline didn't go up much. The two Ericssons, they went up quite a bit. You know, and the one was based off of the number he was telling me was, let's see, that one was at 75, and that was what he felt like it was finished was worth. And because Ed gave me that number because he said that was based off of, because it should be done within that year time frame of the land bank, you know. And believe me, last thing I want to deal with is having land bank trying to take a house I got.
Put some money into it.
I got a lot of money into it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I would definitely start on that for sure.
Oh, it is. It's. I mean, it's
No, I mean, start on that to finish it.
correct. Yeah. No, it is because I mean they're basically needs kitchen. Like I said, I got to paint the outside windows. Not too much to make land bank happy, but it's just. I know I've talked to Caitlin on it before, and I know they've already started the process of. So it's a matter of money, you know, and money's not there, you know, and you can only do what you can do, you know. It's. But
Maybe your dad can, you know,
now we don't talk. That's a lot of the whole big mess with me buying him out of the house. I didn't want it was my house, and I found the house, and I paid him what he had invested in it, and that was it. So I worked for him for 30 years and walked away. So just to give you an idea of
Thank you. for your
the
time.
mess I got.
yes, thank you.
I know the mess I got. It's kind of a mess, but you know.
All right, well, we'll take everything into consideration, and then the city will send you 4 notices, 4 separate notices, first week of April.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it, yes. Okay, 2217-25 East Fayette Street.
These are last two.
Full exemptions.
Yeah, I have to take a look at. That one is brand new, I didn't even see.
How are you?
Good evening.
We'll get, do you want to come up if we get another chair? Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, yep. Just going to get the file back here and, yeah, so we got, yeah, that there, okay, good. Sue, can you slide that?
Sure.
All right, good there, not bad. A little makeshift. Okay, thank you. All right, so again, this is 2217-25 East Fayette Street. And it sounds like this is a full exemption request?
Well, I'm not sure. Yeah, if we can get it, for sure.
That's, okay, that's what you're petitioning, okay. Let's see here. Okay. All right, then, let me read this in, 2217-25 East Fayette Street. Yes, that would be good. Sir, I appreciate that. Very good. So let me, if you can raise your right hands, state your name for the record.
Barbara Madison.
Jasmine Mathis.
James Mathis.
You affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability?
Yes.
Okay, very good, thank you. Bill, thank you. We'd have to have you come back, see if I didn't swear you in. And I know you wouldn't be very happy about that. So, Bill, thank you again.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Bill. Okay, so this was a mixed-use building, 4 apartments and a barber shop, closed at least 10 years ago, and everything removed remains empty now currently. I'm going to read some numbers in just so we have them. We have a current tentative assessed value of $72,000. That would be a land value of $23,200. Looks like the petitioner believes the fair market value is $250,000. Do we have an assessed value on that?
Assessment is the 72,000.
Right. What's the
Oh,
assessment
on
based
the-
on 250? About 120, 127, 128, 130?
Are you doing it?
Assessed value on 250,000? Be about, I don't know, 135? $137? Oh, 130, 130. Okay. And then I will just add that the full market value on 72,000 is $138,462. Okay. So what is the situation on this property?
So, I currently serve as the pastor for the church next door. We own it. And when I,
You own the property next door to this?
correct, yes.
And when
Which
did
is
you
the
purchase
church.
this? Which is the church?
Which is the church, yes.
And when did you purchase this?
So this property was purchased back in 1996, well before I came here. So I've only been here for about 10 years in June. So the original plan for the property was to utilize it for classroom space and some other enrichment activities for the church, but for whatever reason, never really got to that point of being utilized for that. So I would say about a year ago or so, yeah, we've been in prayer about actually utilizing the space for what it was originally purchased for. So at this time, we haven't had tenants since September of 2025. And so our goal in moving forward is to utilize it for community purpose, for, outreach we have, and all of those sorts of things.
If I could just, number 10 on the application is not filled out, like what is the intent of the use of the property? So that needs to be filled out. Is it currently vacant?
Currently vacant, yeah, there's no one there.
And there's no apartment? What's in there? Is there an
So-
apartment in there?
So
or-
basically, right now, the space is, there are just rooms that are in there.
No kitchens?
I mean,
or-
there is like kitchen space in there, but
Not
it's
4 kitchens?
not 4 kitchens, no. There's actually two kitchens because it's a 4-unit. So there's 2 kitchens. The other units do not have. They have space for kitchens, but they're not actually fully functioning.
And who was it rented to?
So previously it was rented to a tenant. His name was Jules Stewart. So
He didn't have anything to do with the church?
no, not at
No,
all.
It was just straight up rental?
Rental property, yes.
And that's why it wasn't exempt at that time?
I don't believe they've ever asked for an exemption, have they?
Never, no.
Yeah.
This
No,
is our
This
first
is the
time.
first time.
Yes.
So, okay. So it was vacant since September. And what is the plan?
Yeah, so the plan now is to utilize the space for ministry. We actually have a women's group that will meet there for Bible study. They'll meet there for classes. There's also open space downstairs that we'll utilize for our youth ministry and that sort of thing.
So when is that going to start?
So the plan is actually to start in the next month or so. Right now, the women's group that meets, they are currently meeting next door in the church, but they will move their things to this particular property and utilize space there.
Okay, and that's supposed to take place in the next month?
Correct.
Okay.
March, April.
Okay. And what's the holdup?
There is no holdup. There's no holdup at all. We are just now really kind of getting after the snow and all the things, getting things going with that. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Can I come and take a look at it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, that'd be good. If you want to take a walk through, yeah, that would be
And
very good.
your contact information's on that application, right?
My
Yours
information.
is correct, okay.
Yeah, that would be good, so we'll just note it, that you're gonna take a walk through. Okay, all right, that sounds good. And I didn't mean what's the holdup.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
you're perfectly fine. You're good.
It's just because it was vacant in September.
Sure.
And I
And then it
just,
snowed, and it snowed, and it snowed today.
I get it.
Yes.
Yeah, and I will say, like, it has been like vacant with the last tenant, but prior to that tenant, we hadn't rented out previously either, so he was the only one there for a long time because we were making the decision to transition back to just like more church enrichment and community focus. And the bottom of the church where the barber shop used to be, we also, like, throughout the summer, we host like several community events. So like we do our community cookout, like the back to school giveaway, clothing drives and things like that from that space as well. So we have been using it like kind of dual already for community purposes. And he was the last tenant, and the tenant before him, like, we decided like that was it.
That was
Like,
it.
that was it. So we, outside of him, we hadn't rented to anybody else either.
Oh, that's good information. That sounds good. And I know it's the intent on January 1st. So I think we've established that.
Yeah, I just like to put my eyes on it and just get a feel for what's there.
Okay, all right, that sounds good, and you know how to contact, and are you gonna reach out, or is she?
Yeah, I'll
reaching
reach out. Yep.
You're gonna reach out?
Yep.
Okay.
And, I'm sorry, your name is?
Ann Gallagher.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Yeah. so
Yeah, I don't
Ann will
have a
reach
pretty
out.
nice, the nameplate.
But we're excited to have it. I think it'll be good to get your eyes on
I
it.
think I got a good idea,
Do you?
actually.
I don't want one. It's
You
okay.
don't want for
Retirement.
Well, yeah, that's where I was going, but I didn't want to make it public record like you did. Anyway, yeah, so thank you for coming in. Ann will reach out to you.
Okay.
She'll get in there and take a look, and, we didn't make any decisions at this point, but it sounds like it's going to be good for you.
Okay, great.
All right? Thank you for coming
Thank
in.
you.
Appreciate it.
Night. I'll be in touch in the next couple of days.
Okay.
Okay, and then the city will send you a notice first week of April. Thank you, thank you. 720 Beach Street. Looks like we're gonna need another chair again, Bill, if you can. How are you? How are you?
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get that. Yep. Okay. So again, you're here for 720 Beach Street.
Yes.
720 Beach Street. Okay, very good.
Exemption.
Exemption also. All right, I guess I'll read some numbers in, but I'm going to swear you in first, if that's okay. If you can raise your right hands. State your name for the record. State your name for the record.
Maria Rojas.
Okay. Okay, very good. Do you affirm to tell the truth and give accurate information to the best of your ability? Okay, thank you. So this is an exemption issue. So we have a current tentative assessed value of $601,000, 601,600. With a land value of 33,900. That would be a market value of $1,156,923. And we don't have any information on from the petitioner because this is this a full exemption request? All right, and then we've got the application in here. What can you tell us about the property? What's the situation? Was this originally exempt and
They're new owners,
new owners?
correct? Yeah.
Okay.
I reviewed the paperwork, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything seems to be, and you're using it currently already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, they were just late, so,
Okay, it was a late filing,
yes.
and everything looks up to snuff as far as you're concerned? Okay. I would suggest you say nothing.
Maybe
Have a
if
good
somebody
night.
speaks Spanish, it's good for us. Anybody speak Spanish here? No Spanish?
No. So go ahead and go to town with Spanish. You're all good there, no problem. But no, all kidding aside, looks like the city assessor has reviewed the information, and it looks like everything's in good order. So the city will send you a notice first week of April. I mean, if there's anything you want to add, that's fine. But I think sounds like you're in good shape. That's good? All right, get out of here.
Thank you so much.
Nada.
Don't take the elevator, go down the stairs.
Okay. Are you back? God bless you. Thank you so much. God bless you.
That was a tough one.
Have a good night, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And I would say with that, I think that's the last petitioner for the night. So with that, we'll close the meeting.
Well, you can't technically close until 8.
Oh, that's right, I'm sorry. So we will be here until 8 o'clock for any walk-ins that wish to come in. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Michelle. I will hold on to this. I will give you this. That's it? Glad you're here.
With help.
I'll tell you. Oh, yeah, right.
I didn't get very
his wife make fun of me.
Okay, we had no walk-ins since our last petitioner at 7:30. So it's 8 p.m., and I will go ahead and close out the meeting for this evening. Thank you very much.